And me, Regina, two crazy friends are cooking.
Today, we're going to be making cornbread, the good old-fashioned one. So watch us step by step and learn how to make cornbread the southern way. Here we go. First off, I'm going to wash my hands. You know I always wash my hands. You do too, Regina.
Oh, everybody should.
Always wash your hands before you're handling any food.
I'm not eating anybody's food that ain't washing their hands before they cook it.
No, and I watch people too to make sure.
Oh, I do too.
I've called people out on it.
Me too.
Okay, we're going to go set our oven on to 400. Let me make sure I ain't got nothing in here. I'm glad I checked it because I had a pan in here. Now, I might do mine different from everybody else. I always use this cast iron skillet to make
That makes the best cornbread.
and my biscuits. Okay, now what I do is, I love my butter. You know we all like a little butter, don't we?
Oh, yes.
First off, I'm going to do, while my oven's heating up, I like a hot skillet to start my cornbread because it makes a good crust. So I put a whole stick of butter in my skillet. Just like that. Then I put my skillet in the oven and let it heat up. Okay, and what we're going to start off with, I use self-rising flour. I always use self-rising flour. I use self-rising buttermilk cornbread mix, but I've put it in a container. I keep all my stuff in containers because I don't like to leave anything open, so I always use this. And I always use my Crisco. So here you can see I got my Crisco. Okay, what we're going to do first is we're going to put 1 cup of self-rising flour. That's 1 cup. And 1 cup of cornmeal. Just like that. I'll go and I'll add 1.5 flour and 1.5 cornmeal. Now, I don't like a cornbread that's real grainy. Some people do. You know how you just make it and you don't put no flour in it?
Mm-hmm. See, I do. I make mine different, so maybe we'll do another video of other ways you can make cornbread.
I don't like mine real grainy. I like mine a little bit soft too, with a crunch.
Well, see, I put mine in my buttermilk and eat it, so.
I don't eat mine in buttermilk, but I do eat it in sweet milk. My dad always liked buttermilk. But
Oh, I love buttermilk and cornbread.
Okay, so I'm going to mix those two together, just like so. Now, here's what I do to mine. This is 1/4 cup of Crisco. And that's 1/4 cup. Some people think, well, why you use Crisco and you're going to have the butter too? The butter's for the pan and to help make that crust real crusty. So I use 1/4 cup of Crisco. To this, I'm going to add 1 egg. Just 1 egg. Just like that. Alright, this is my buttermilk. Like I've said before in my videos, always shake your buttermilk up because, you know, you get that watery film on top.
Yes.
And you want it to be thick and you want it to shake up good. So always make sure you shake your buttermilk. And for me, there's really no measure of buttermilk. I just pour and mix my lard, my flour, my cornmeal. Just mix it real good. Add a little bit more buttermilk. And I just like to get that real creamy and good and get that Crisco mixed in with that. I find that by adding Crisco, it really makes the cornbread taste better. Some people might say, well, does it really matter? You can use sweet milk or you can use buttermilk.
Exactly. If people notice, a lot of our videos is like that. It's optional. Whatever the person prefers. Like, I don't make my cornbread like this, but I've eat your cornbread and I know it's absolutely delicious. It's just whatever different people prefer.
Exactly. And we make yellow sweet cornbread too. It depends on what I'm having.
Yes.
It depends on what I'm making to whatever cornbread that I make. Whether it be sweet or it just be the plain.
Exactly.
But now I like sweet cornbread with chili beans. I just love sweet cornbread with chili beans. How about you, Regina?
Oh, as long as it's cornbread, I eat it anyway. If you're a true Southerner, you love you some cornbread.
Absolutely. Now here's what it's going to look like. You see how creamy that looks?
Yes.
That's what it's going to look like. And that egg and that buttermilk, that's what makes it look creamy that way. And I make a mess. If y'all watch my videos, y'all know I always make a mess. If I couldn't make a mess, I don't know what I'd do.
Now, I'm the same way. When I cook, every dish in the house has to be dirty.
Well, I usually mess up a good bit of dishes, you know, but that's the way a good cook does.
Yes, exactly.
And
you got to get into it.
I always wash dishes as I cook. Are y'all like that?
I wait till everything's dirty and then I wash them after I get through cooking.
After you get through cooking, you do all that?
Yep.
Okay. It's not quite hot enough and it's not quite there yet. While I'm waiting on that, I'll put some of this stuff up. It's a cold day today here in North Carolina. It's been cold. Some people said we had a little bit of snow yesterday, but I didn't even see any.
Oh, it snowed twice at my mom's house in Stanley. Sure did. 2 different times. It didn't really lay, but they were some big flakes. Big flakes.
For it to snow.
I love to watch it snow.
When it snows, people, we're going to be making some homemade chili beans. We're going to make some homemade soup. We'll be making all that kind of stuff that you just want to stay in and be warm and eat. You know? But I just keep stirring it to get it all mixed together. Now, Regina, how do you make your cornbread that's different from mine?
Well, first of all, I use Wesson oil to grease my pan instead of butter. I use Wesson oil, just slightly grease it.
Yeah.
And then I don't use Crisco at all in mine. I use the Wesson oil in my batter and everything. But I don't use flour at all. I only use 2 cups of cornmeal.
You like yours a little coarser then?
Yes, because I like putting it in my buttermilk and eating it with my buttermilk and stuff like that. So it just depends on, you know, what the person wants, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many different ways you can do it. It's just whatever you prefer.
Mama used to make her cornbread, and she does it like you do. And every time she'd eat her cornbread, she'd get choked. From the coarseness of the cornbread.
Right, yeah.
But I learned that I just like it a little bit softer and not quite so coarse. But you know, you make cornbread a lot of different ways.
Oh, I've eaten your cornbread. I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's just whatever the person prefers.
Yeah, whatever you prefer. This is just how I make mine. Let's check that pan to see if it's getting hot. It's about there. Butter's just about melted. I think it's there.
Yep.
Now always be careful when you're getting this hot skillet out of the oven, because it will burn you. We all know that. We've seen it happen. Look at this, Regina. You see how all that butter is down there in that pan? Now that, to me, I like it because it seeps up in this cornbread. And it makes it so good when it does that. Now let's just get all down in there. See how pretty that is? You got all that lard. Look how that butter comes up over that.
Ooh, that looks good.
It just comes up over that. when you cook it, it just seeps down into the cornbread, makes it so buttery and so good. All right, let's put this back in here. And just let it do its thing. Now, I let mine cook till it gets golden brown on the top. I like a crunchy bottom, just like I like my biscuits. A crunchy bottom, but a real nice, soft moisture in the middle of it.
Yeah, I let mine cook normally about 25 minutes, but like you said, it depends on whether you like it lightly brown or golden brown or
Yes.
ever how you like your cornbread.
Yes, but I like for it to get done and be crispy. We'll come back in just a few minutes and see this cornbread. Okay, let's check our cornbread and see how it's doing.
Oh, it's smelling so good.
Oh, I think it's about
that
there.
smells good.
Now I want y'all to look at this cornbread. Look at it, Regina. It's real crispy and crusty.
Oh, that's so good.
Now this is an 8-inch skillet, in case anybody's wondering, you know, whether it is or not.
Yes,
It's
yes.
an 8-inch skillet.
Right.
So what we're gonna do is, I got my plate here. I'm gonna take it once again.
Be careful, that pan is hot.
It is hot. I usually do this with no problem, but for some reason today. Now you look at that cornbread. Look how crusty and pretty that cornbread is.
Oh, that looks so good. That butter did that, didn't it?
The butter.
Mm-hmm.
And plus I have a good skillet that's been cured, you know, in the oven.
Oh, yeah.
In case somebody don't know how to do their skillet, you know, you have to use a cast iron skillet. You got to cure it.
Yes.
You have to put oil in it and put it in the oven and just leave it in the oven and just let it cure. And you cook in it all the time. See how all that butter's still in there?
Mm-hmm.
Now with this, I'll just wipe this skillet out real good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do to your skillet. Alright, with my cornbread, I like sweet milk.
I like buttermilk.
So we're going to have some sweet milk and some buttermilk with our cornbread. Now everybody's different. My daddy always liked buttermilk with his,
I love buttermilk.
and I love sweet milk.
My hips don't like the buttermilk, but I like the buttermilk. It ain't on my diet, but we'll make an exception today.
Yes. So I'll get us ready to have some of this cornbread. I'm gonna cut it and get us a piece of this cornbread. Now I'm telling you, when you cut in, can you hear that crunch? Do you hear that crunch?
Yes.
That's the way you want your cornbread to do. It's just like that. It's crunchy. This is going to be so good with that milk. And I like my cornbread to be hot when I put the milk on it. How about you, Regina?
Yes. Yep. Sure do.
Let me make sure I get this cut good.
Want me to get the bowls?
No, I'll get it. See here, now look at that cornbread.
That looks good.
See how that looks inside?
We won't even talk about a diet today.
No, there's no diet if you're going to eat bread.
We'll start that back tomorrow.
I ain't dieting, people. I like my cornbread. I'm not dieting. Ooh, I'm going to put some sweet milk on mine.
I like buttermilk on mine.
Woo. Oh, we got to do a taste test. Oh, that crunchiness of that cornbread.
Oh.
Let me get a shot of that right there where people can see it. Look at that cornbread in
Hear that
buttermilk.
crunch?
Hear it. Oh my goodness. And I like my sweet milk.
I like my buttermilk.
I can't wait to put my lips on that.
Woo!
Let's taste it.
Let's do.
Let me get me a little bit.
Cheers.
Cheers. not the best.
That's so good it should be illegal.
And the reward is getting to eat this stuff. Oh my goodness.
It is delicious.
You know, while we're doing this, I'd like to give a shout out to all our subscribers, all our people who have supported us and viewed our videos. You know, this is our 10th video, and we hope to have many more videos coming out. And we hope that y'all really enjoy them, because we really enjoy doing them. You know, people think it's an easy thing to do a video. It's not.
You can look at our bloopers and see that.
It's not always easy, and there's all kind of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't even see. But I just want to thank everybody that has supported us.
Yes.
And we're doing this because we love to cook and we love each other.
We sure do.
We're best friends. We've been friends for years and years, and probably be friends till we die. You know, everybody's got that special friend, and we have lots of friends, and I'm thankful for that, don't you?
Oh, yes.
It's got to be our crazy personalities. I don't see what else it'd be, do you?
You know I'm shy and quiet, Nancy.
Yeah, she's the shy and quiet one.
I'm the shy, quiet one.
And I'm just...
Don't let her fool you.
I'm
shy,
the
quiet
serious one, y'all. You know that's right. You know that's true. Let me get me another bite.
Lightning's gonna strike you.
I hope not. But that's what it's all about. That's why we enjoy doing it so much. And I hope that y'all enjoy it as much as we do. Let us know. You know, view our videos. Some people like them. Some people may not like them. But we're just being us and doing what we love to do. And if there's anything that y'all want to see us cook or
Oh, yes.
like for us to do for you, just let us know. We'll be glad to do it.
Comment and tell us.
Yeah, comment and tell us what you like or you dislike, because it helps us. We're new at this. Like I said, it's just our 10th video, and we're getting better as the time goes on. Don't you think?
I'm probably going to have me a second piece of cornbread. Just so you know.
You must be on a diet.
Diet's tomorrow.
See there? I done messed up, made this cornbread, and she ain't gonna finish her diet today. But we love y'all, appreciate y'all. Until next time, stay Nancy.
Me, Regina. Two crazy friends of cooking.